Why Banjo Kazooie Nuts and Bolts is the best Banjo Kazooie game. Okay, I might be a little biased as Nuts and Bolts was the first Banjo game I played, however, I still have my reasons. Nuts and Bolts made me think more creatively about problems, it actively makes you think about possible solutions, it inspires you to not be lazy and use the same car for every puzzle, it forces you to improve your creations every time you get new parts. It improves your space management skills, and by the time you finish the game, you feel like a master engineer. There are always multiple ways to finish levels easier or quicker, be it new parts, vehicle modifications, or a whole new strategy. You feel attached to your main cars and are always excited to get more parts and improve them. The game wonderfully uses the act of putting boxes of parts all around the map, hiding them or teasing them by putting them in plain sight, not able to get them until late game. These crates encourage exploration, and this map really delivers with lots of secret areas. Also, when you find them secret areas, you are rewarded with notes. These notes can buy even more parts, with some being exclusive to the shop. This encourages a completionist playstyle. There's always something to do, whether that is going back to previous levels to get easy jiggies with your newly acquired parts, or try to complete all of the Ginger Quest things to get new items from Bingo. You may also want to go back and try to get TT trophies which add to your Jiggy count. Speaking of the Jiggy count, it's so masterfully executed. It's always a big number in the centre of town, so you're always aware of it. This encourages you to get all the Jiggies, and it almost mocks you in a way. Even after you get all the Jiggies and parts, there's still more to do. You could go around and speak to the locals, occasionally getting rewards, making you want to interact with them all. You can free and capture all the loose gingers jotted around by listening out for certain sounds in a sort of warmer, colder way. This forces you to stay there and keep looking, as you always feel like you're on the verge of getting it. And I haven't even started talking about the map. It all centres around the workshop, so you always don't have to go that far to go edit a vehicle. And even if it is too far, each area has its own teleporter. Talking about the areas, each section has very identifiable aspects. Ice on the floor, big docks, futuristic houses, whatever it may be, it makes it so easy to remember where things are. You'll know your way around the map in only a few hours. Not only that, but the game encourages you to visit and revisit these sections throughout your playthrough. Each area has its own levels, with a unique area, so when you want to get Miss Jiggies, you have to go to that portion of the map. The previous Banjo games were fun, but they felt like a chore to play for me. I mainly just completed them to get the stop and swap items for Nuts and Bolts. I'd much rather take initiative and do puzzles than jump across a few platforms. Yes, the characters are charming and the gameplay is very nice, but I'm not a fan of 3D platformers. I can see why someone would like it, but it isn't the type of game for me. The main issue I see for Banjo Kazooie Nuts and Bolts is that's a bad sequel, and I completely agree with this. If I grew up with the original Banjo games, I'd be really angry at this game and hate it before I even played it. In my opinion, they kind of slapped the Banjo Kazooie name on there, as they knew it would be more financially stable. Sorry if this just turned into a review for Nuts and Bolts, but I need to vent every once in a while. There's a lot of things I didn't really even touch upon, like how the graphics are really nice for its time, the building mechanic is great but leaves a lot to be desired, and how actual crap the ice missions are. Banjo Kazooie is a bad Banjo game, but a great spin-off and reimagining of the series. Even if most fans wanted a core series game, I bet most of them would really enjoy this game, as long as they try to look at it as a spin-off instead of a main series edition. That's the video over, thanks for watching, have a nice day.